Tell us a little bit more about the fitness program that you guys are doing.
So, for me, like I said, with the social media, I needed to find a new purpose to it, and that was to motivate people. I was a personal trainer in New York for a while, but it just didn't make sense because I'm training one person and it's limited at a time. And Nelly created this training program back then that was mostly based around intermittent fasting, so that's 10 years ago. And I considered it many times over, and then this guy comes along, and he comes from an industry that has that would help this. He's got the logistics, and he understands.
He's young.
Yeah. Young and I have fire. That was he lacking. So I said we're symbiotic. So he's kind of saturated, and he is. Gotten a bit lazy, eh?
Thanks.
You must be honest with that. Yeah. And he was always like, okay.
You just touched my leg on camera, just letting you know. So everything we said went out the window. It's all lies now. Now they caught us.
Okay. I built the platform, and I don't want to have anything to do with the admin. And then it came, as I said, I made this transformation. I adapted a lot of stuff from you, a lot of interesting knowledge. Not everyone, so not everyone have to avoid vegetables or anything. But for him, I love vegetables.
Vegetables don't love my belly.
Like 99% of the nutrition out there. But I adapted a lot of stuff, a lot of useful stuff, and I thought, okay, why is he not giving that value to more people? And we have very opposite beliefs in kind of nutrition. For example, me, I just want to avoid every insulin spike, and that's why, for example, after training, after working out, you can eat without having a high insulin spike. So for example, I eat cake every day because after the workout, I can eat everything.
He's 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe in a couple of years I'm quite more radical with that, but because we have this opposite beliefs and opposite like ways we are living, we can, I think, offer for everyone out there a solution or things to adapt to improve their lifestyle, and that's what it's all about. And this is a great feeling, as I said.
So he was the firecracker up my butt, so to speak, and pushed me to actually turn it into something. So we're doing it together. As he said, I said, if we're going to do it, then you do all the admin.
In the beginning, it was so hard, and you need to force this guy for everything. I was silently filming him while he was working out, so I get the workout scenes in, because I wanted to have a proof of concept that he sees, okay, people actually can adapt stuff and people actually care about that, because it also could have been that we're putting it out and no one cares about it. So I needed to film him silently while he was working out in a different format, like holding my phone like that. And I needed to force him, like doing these kind of videos where he explained how he eats. I was sitting with him in the car and I asked, okay, Mark, what kind of supplements are you taking? And I did a voice message so I can remember.
Secretly recording me.
He would not sit down and say, okay, Timo, I use this, and this. I was sitting in the car while we were driving to the gym, and I said, okay, Mark, what supplements, for example, are you using? Why are you not eating vegetables? And
this is all new information to me.
Kudos to him for being proactive.
No, I'm impressed. I'll keep him around.
Yeah, I think you should.
Yeah, and that was really hard, and I built up the script so we can film the stuff, and then we needed to film like the explanation videos, and he was always, okay, can we not do it after the gym? Can we not eat first? Can we not do this first? It was like priority.
Which was actually my code for I'm not doing this. Yeah. Just so you know.
But he, in himself, he wanted to do something like that. Yeah. And
I mean, now I see the value. People are enjoying it. A lot of people on board. And like you said, this proof of concept, it's doing well. And seeing how happy people are with their progress, how everyone's been positive. There hasn't been a single negative comment about it. And
we're still optimizing it. So now he's enthusiastic about it. And now we are, for example, adding also a big part for women, for example. So it isn't only about
that's a big
men.
question we get often. Is this only for men? And no,
it's not. It's the opposite is the case. I think it's for staying lean and feeling fit and feeling comfortable in your body.
And general health, because a lot of this, which the foods, what they put in the foods, and certain foods are really not good for us, and I don't think they should be consumed at all. Like anything with these massive ingredients lists is just going to affect your hormones negatively. It's going to affect your emotions. It's going to affect your physical drive, and of course your body, and potentially bring about diseases that were not there in the past.
And that's why now we can even improve it better. We are planning on, or for example, if anyone asks questions, Mark sometimes not seeing it in his DMs, he get a lot of DMs.
A lot of strange DMs.
Lots of people writing me,
pictures.
And we're going to answer this question. So we're optimizing it constantly. And now I think he is convinced that we actually bring value.
Yeah.
And that's why we want to improve it over the time.
Like we said initially, if I see that people are getting motivated by it and it motivates me, it gives me more purpose now.
Some people send us photos of themselves because we put up this blueprint, we call
Yes.
like training program, and it's so cool if they send you or being grateful and say, oh, that's cool tips, and I could use some of them. And we think it's just a fact that you're feeling better when you're hitting or pushing yourself to the gym and doing exercises and being in a great physique, and supporting people doing that is a really nice feeling.
And I think we're a good duo. Timo's much younger than I am. I'm pushing, so I'm 42. I was about to say, what, I'm pushing 50. Pushing 40. I'm 42, and being fit at any age, but looking after yourself at any age. Yeah, and then Timo's, he's got that other side. He's younger, and start young, but start as soon as you can.
Yes.
When you have seen me 1.5 years ago, before I came to Cape Town, I was in.
You should see his before and after video.
I was way heavier. Now I'm at 85. There were times I was at 100 kilos, and you're way more lazy and don't have that drive.
How can you motivate that person to literally get up and do some exercise?
So there's one quote I live after, and this is: the way to hell feels like heaven, and the way to heaven feels like hell. It means every time when you have like a quick dopamine or a quick pleasure, like that's why I would never do drugs. It's absolutely not mine. I don't like alcohol, because it's the opposite way. You have a nice time, you have easy accessible dopamine, you have a nice time really fast, and then you feel, I learned that word, kak. It's South African. Kak, it means that you feel.
What is this
shit.
kak?
What is that? Kak. Yeah, I'm actually.
When I see a video, I don't know. What is this kak?
Kak.
Okay, we'll redo.
Yeah. So kak, yeah, for everyone. And you feel kak, or you feel not good after that
Which means,
for a week.
by the way, because there's a word kak in Indonesian as well. The kak we're talking about is meaning crap.
Crap,
right?
yeah,
So
shit.
Bad.
in a nice way.
Yeah. So
In Afrikaans.
every time, I always say the echo is always louder. Every time when you have a fast pleasure, like drinking alcohol, you have a nice time for 5 hours, 10 hours, and you feel not good for the next 2 or 3 days. If you twist that and you think about having a hard accessible dopamine, like going to the gym, it's a hard time. We're enjoying it now. In the beginning, you're usually not enjoying it. When you're doing a break for the workouts, for example, I sometimes not feel like gym. Now it's pleasure for me to go to the gym. But even if not, then it's a hard thing and you will feel great afterwards. Maybe you just need to look forward to that pleasure you have when you eat the frog. So do something you don't want to do something you want to avoid, and you will feel great afterwards.
Yeah, for me, it's just, I want to maintain this consistency. You feel, like you said, amazing after exercise. You're going through a tough time, go and do some exercise and make it happen. I try to exercise every day. It doesn't happen. But if I keep that consistency of saying to myself, I'm going to exercise, I'm going to do something good for myself, and I want many things. I want to do something good for another person. I want to exercise. I want to eat healthy. I want to create something. I want to make money. And I can do all of those in the day. And I felt like, okay, that's my day. I achieved something today. And so sometimes if you really cannot exercise, but you know that every time that you could, you did. So it changes everything. And it's the same as I couldn't date someone who doesn't exercise, because it's part of who they are. It's not about how they look. It's a part, I wrote about it recently. It's a part of
Lifestyle.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle choice, and it's everything. There's a lot of reasons to do anything in life, and don't do nothing. You know, so make sure that you're always doing something that's good for yourself, that's good for others, and good for yourself in every form, shape. Don't just make money and be unhealthy, because then you're not a whole human. Make money, look after others. And do something good for the environment and look after yourself.
Sometimes also people mix different things together, because motivation is always what people think of as the most important. It's not. It's just not. Motivation is a feeling. It's nothing. It's fickle. If there's an English word?
Fickle.
Fickle.
Yeah.
Fickle. It's more about discipline. So motivation is, as I said, a feeling. It lasts like 2 minutes. You have this boost where you have, oh my God, I'm so motivated. But you can't count on this feeling when you have to go to really challenging times. It's not motivation that drives us to the gym. It's not motivation that let us get awake early or going to the gym. It's discipline, because we have the discipline to push
Consistency.
it through.
We need routine. But don't make your entire life a routine, because how boring would that be?
Yeah.
But find a routine that helps you, as I say, make money, look after others, and look after yourself physically, emotionally.
How did the fitness, wellness, how did that change?
I mean, to be honest, I probably started because of confidence, build up confidence, and then start modeling at 16. I thought, well, you know, one aspect you got to be fit and in shape, and then I just started enjoying it, and I would train. I had a little gym in my room in the house when I grew up with my family, and it changed throughout the years. There were many reasons for that: stomach issues, modeling industry, trying to stay slim, and
These stomach issues are here.
wow, no, stories are good. No,
I was living with that guy for 8 days now.
Hang on. No, we'll go.
I never
Yeah,
seen
we got
a
it.
less strong colon.
We okay.
And I was.
All right,
just say
stop
that.
it.
Okay,
Shut up.
Shut up. Yeah.
Mike, back on you. Spotlight.
Anyway, as I was saying. Yeah, and then I had it's a long thing, but I had a motorbike accident, and I kept changing my diet along the way. I tried everything to fix my back and my stomach, and so food combining principles, long fast 7 days at a time, blood type diet, keto, carnivore, fruitarian for 7 months, vegetarian for a year.
Fruitarian is only
Just fruit.
fruits.
Only fruit.
No beef, no
It was terrible.
meat. Did you also try? There is like one diet where you only absorb sunlight, and people
Yes.
die from it because
I did think about it. I was just there, butt naked. I would make sure that I cover all ends and just absorbing.
Doing your
the
yoga
sun.
pose.
nutrition. Don't
Downward
eat food.
dog.
Yeah, oh yeah, but as long as I face the sun, not my face.
No, the other face.
Yeah, the other face.
It can be it can be that worse than only eating fruits, I guess. But you should give it a try, maybe.
I will. Now that we're in Bali, there's lots of sun. I think I should get enough nutrition.
What is your favorite thing you like to cheat on? Or do you have cravings?
The cravings I have are usually after the workout, and then I almost every day eat some fruits or cake or anything sweet. And then it's okay for me. I will never lose a picture in my mind from Marc's cravings. We have been to the gym. We had a kind of a good routine. Every time at 6 in the evening, we've been to the gym, sauna, and then made a meal together and eat something. And I will never forget this picture where Marc was in his gown, like covered. He was still hungry, and he was walking through his apartment and said, I don't have anything exciting to eat. And this guy eats lots of yogurt. And he was just drinking 2 liters of yogurt. And I was like, what is going on?
2 liters with half a jar of honey, with half a liter of honey. 350 mils of honey. I just pour it in.
And this picture, like, I have nothing exciting to put in.
I'll have my hoodie on and then a gown over, and I'll be cruising through the house. And I'm like,
Honey and yogurt.
yeah, oh, well, that's devoured now. And I open the fridge and I say, oh, there's nothing exciting. And I close the fridge, but I'll go back.
And you
2
go
minutes
back,
later.
and 100 times.
And then I'll go back again.
I do the same thing. I'm obsessed with the
Always.
fridge. And I
Yeah.
know there's nothing in it.
Yeah, there's
but I
nothing.
always walk past and just open it.
But you know, I think to myself, just maybe my brain will put together that ingredient and that ingredient, which definitely
you always
doesn't go
see something.
together. Yeah, I might move something in the back, and there it is. It's been waiting
days.
for me all
Miraculously.
the time. And a little halo above it with light. But that doesn't happen very often. And don't eat from cows. And just the cow itself, I'm sorry. It's terrible.
I don't eat cows. I don't eat anything that has eyes on it.
Oh, no, that's
Oh.
good. Not even fish.
No. I used to be vegan for 7 years.
No. But then,
I'm
but you're eating
vegetarian for
eggs
8.
now.
I eat organic, free-range
Oh.
eggs, and I won't eat eggs in restaurants. I actually will have the certificates.
Well
I'll
done.
boil eggs in the morning. I have to have protein. But yeah, I eat
We
eggs.
are quite similar.
Yeah.
We are very similar.
Yeah.
It
Yes,
is. It's
it
a
is.
superfood.
That's that big fallacy, always told back, and people still believe it.
Yeah.
You mustn't get cholesterol. If you don't eat enough cholesterol, then you'll have a problem when you do eat the cholesterol.
Yeah. And I didn't have enough cholesterol when I was vegan. I actually had my blood tests.
I think your
done.
brain is existing 80% of cholesterol.
And your hormones are created from it.
Yes.
My philosophy with all nutrition and everything is having the least amount of insulin spikes over a day. That's why I'm fasting, and try to avoid eating too early and eating only carbs, for example, or like easy carbs like sugar. So then you have that spike. There's one time in the day where it's not that bad with the insulin spike. That is after the workout. So if you eat something like fruits after the workout, you won't have such a high insulin spike. Because it goes
Or
in
it's
your muscle.
necessary. So you want the insulin spike to store nutrients, so protein. And so spiking insulin, we both use creatine occasionally. And spiking insulin's good then to absorb. And so yeah, and I think we spoke about it. Spiking insulin is not good for hormones, testosterone, growth hormone, which you want to be high. For youthfulness, for strength, fat burning, everything, muscle building. So spiking insulin is bad for that. In nature, that was your body's way of shutting those hormones down. So they're not necessary now to go and hunt.
Yeah.
So once you've eaten, then it's okay. Well, I don't need to work now. But that's the issue with what most people are doing. They're spiking insulin throughout the day, and again, Timo was mentioning he tries not to. If you're sitting and working, you're spiking it, and it's up and down, and the more it goes up, the more it goes down, and you get those mood swings, and you get that even though you start sweating and hot and cold sweat, and obviously it's bad for you. It's a little bit off topic, but simplest thing is. Keep it simple and imagine you are in nature, because we're fed all these terrible things and it's all unnatural diets that just don't make sense. Where does this come from? I mean, if you were in nature, could you eat like that? What foods in nature have 10, 20 ingredients in them and so synthetic? None of that makes sense to me. And my diet's super simple. And when I go shopping, you go to the States, it just came from there now, and it's just aisles of different things. And for me, I've got 1 or 2 aisles, that's it.
Yeah.
Shopping.
I can't shop in supermarkets. I have
No.
to go to health stores.
No.
And I eat only whole foods. If
Yeah.
it has like more than 3, 4 ingredients in it, I don't want to touch it because there's all unnecessary things in there. So this is my next question about nutrition. What do you eat? What do you suggest people eating? I mean, for me, it's whole foods. I'm vegetarian. I don't eat protein, but I have my protein in different ways. How do you see nutrition? What do you think is good to eat?
The easiest recommendation is eat foods that don't have ingredients list.
Yeah.
So that is a good start. And other than that, like natural stuff, for example, we both eat meat quite a lot. Here in Bali, we eat a lot of fish. And we just try to, maybe you can promote to that.
So yeah, I mean, if I was vegan, and the reason I was vegan is it was for ethical reasons. But then obviously I looked into the growth hormones, the antibiotics, and all of that. And I don't want to eat animals. I do eat meat, but those that have been treated terribly. So I tried to make sure that any meat products. So that's why I haven't eaten meat here, because I don't know. I'd rather just stick with fish. And it's my diet's maybe considered a little more restrictive than Timo's, but I keep it as it's only foods that you would get in nature. The only whole foods. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't do sauces unless it's olive oil and lemon, and I'll do Himalayan salt and pepper, and that's it. I don't eat vegetables. So that's
my gosh.
yeah. But I have my other reasons for that.
You must explain it one time short. You did that quite short when I asked you. I still eat vegetables after your answer.
Yeah. There's a lot of chemicals in vegetables, and so we've, through hybridization and human intervention, most of these vegetables were never there. And broccoli was so fibrous that you could never eat it. And if you grow broccoli, which I did, it's this fibrous stalk. Carrots the same. Carrots were inedible. So we've adapted them over the years to become more sweet. And actually, vegetables have a lot of poisons in them. They don't want to be eaten. It's like grains. A lot of grains don't want to be eaten. So I do eat quinoa, it's technically not a grain, a seed. I eat sweet potato butternut, or fruits that are considered vegetables. So butternut, tomato, avocado. My diet is
it's
quinoa.
Very limited. It is pretty limited.
Yeah.
Did you get bored?
No, not at all. I adapted in different
why
ways.
Why don't you eat organic? I only shop at organic. I eat organic.
So when I shop, obviously going to restaurants is a little difficult, but because it's still a vegetable, so whether it's organic or not. My stomach's been great lately, but since that motorbike accident, if it was that or it's the stress of things, I couldn't handle most foods. And it might be the amount of fiber. It might be, and I read a book, so IBS, there's a group name for many things. They diagnosed me with everything under the sun. But at the end, and the modeling industry, I think that caused a lot of damage to my stomach, gut health.
How does the modeling industry cause damage?
Telling you that for me it was always, you're too muscular, you're too big, get thinner. Okay,
so you're putting pressure on your body.
Yeah, and I was always stressed about it, and I'm not going to get work if I'm, but I naturally do build muscle quite easily. So now I need to try and slim down, and then I'll start eating. I will not eat, or then I'll just eat fruit. And I'm trying all these different diets that I read might help. And at the end of the day, I'm just causing more and more damage because I'm being too extreme. You might think my diet now is extreme. I don't think so. It's just I eat what would grow naturally, that without human intervention. So, 10,000 years ago, Aztecs combined different vegetables to create corn. It's just, it's not, hybridization, farming. So it's I would eat animal products most. Try to be organic. Fish, eggs. I only eat two nuts, macadamia and Brazil. Mm-hmm. I think the others affect, I believe, your hormones in different ways that I don't want, like almonds.
Okay, so from a male's perspective, how would you optimize your hormones?
So for me, that's the most important thing. It's more important than training, or which is part of it. But in order to stay in shape and healthy and happy and motivated, the most important thing are hormones. So testosterone, growth hormone, DHT, and also healthy levels of estrogen and progesterone. SHBG, sex hormone binding. I was telling him all about. When I was vegan, the thing that was the most out of whack was my SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin, which then suppresses free testosterone and DHT, which is 10 times more androgenic than testosterone. So that's what everyone is in some ways scared of, but actually should be pushing to optimize, which is because it does make you go bald. It can. It's the DHT bonding with the hair follicle. And it makes you grow lots of hair. I'm quite a hairy person. Lots of DHT. I was told, I went for a massage in New York, and the guy said he's never seen a guy with hair here. I was like, I don't know how to take that. Is that offensive?
No, that looks pretty normal to me.
Well, I mean, but what's not so normal is the fact that...
actually, I don't have that.
Yeah, he doesn't. And he did help me out with a little bit of... Just a little bit.
I'm still traumatized from that. I must shave this guy's back.
Offered.
You had to shave.
Offered. Let's please...
I don't know.
He traumatized himself then.
Because, as we said, we slept in the same bed sometimes, and these
and
things
you wonder why people think you're a
these
couple.
things were attacking me. They're staring at me.
What?
I think I
what
got
was attacking me was
intertwined with
the conversation that you were having with me, and I was getting a bit freaked out that you almost sat up. I was like, what's going? He's possessed.
I was trapped in that
I was
thing
just
for a whole
watching him.
day.
I was watching him. He was having a full conversation, just like arms moving.
Oh man!
Good luck to your girlfriend, sleepwalker. So okay, hormones. That's why I only eat macadamia Brazil. It's the fat ratio omega-369. Terrible for your hormones in peanuts, legumes, and walnuts and almonds. They spike SHBG. and too much fiber. So you asked me why I don't eat vegetables. Don't eat vegetables because I don't want too much fiber. I think that's another one. We're told to eat so much fiber. We actually don't need that much. So aside from vegetables being farmed and they're not what they were initially, genetically modified, it's that I don't want too much fiber because too much fiber messes with testosterone, free testosterone, and then raises SHBG. So salmon, eggs to a degree, and animal fat are great for lowering that. And when I was vegan, I was living in New York, and I felt terrible, and I flew home just because of that. Because I had no motivation. I was a personal trainer. I couldn't train people, couldn't get out of bed, and when I had my hormones checked, that was the one thing that was very high, that of an 80-year-old, I was told. So that my whole diet is based around that. That's why I'm not vegan anymore. That's why I eat animal products, a lot of salmon, hopefully not farmed, and I don't eat many vegetables, and I try and spike my insulin certain times, and I eat a lot of berries, and I eat only Brazil and macadamia.
Okay.
So another 2 points to optimize hormone system. Testosterone is one of them. Very important for both male and female. Lots of females think they're getting masculine when they have like testosterone, which is just not true. And for that also, it could be really or it is beneficial if you're working out constantly, and if you have your sleep in check. So sleep is actually, there's one guy, this Brian Johnson, have you heard of him?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, this is kind of a big trend right now, and he is always saying the number one thing you can do is optimizing your sleep. I think that is a thing we both lack in the most.
Terrible. A few hours a night.
What is the most impressive fitness achievement you've personally accomplished that your followers might aspire to?
So mine is, as I said, when I met Marc, I just came to Cape Town, and in Germany, it's not the lifestyle. In Cape Town, you fall off when you're not in a good shape, because I feel like everyone, same in Bali, like everyone is in a good shape. We go in the gym and everyone is in a good shape. And when I came here, I was in a way worse shape. And I think this transformation over 1.5 years of losing body fat, building muscle at the same time, if you see the pictures and the transformation, that was, I think, the biggest achievement from my side from in the fitness surrounding.
Maybe for me, it's trying everything, experiencing all. So I used to race downhill bikes and surf and rock climb and boxing, kickboxing. I've tried everything, and now I'm less competitive. I used to trail run a lot. I'm less competitive, and it's not about that. I'm not competing against someone else or myself. It's more about, again, being healthy, making it part of my life without it overrunning and overruling anything else in my life. And for me, the achievement would be getting to this point where I understand that. I understand what's good for me, and generally it's good for everyone else. And it's simple and it's easy, and it's a way that you can live a life. It's a lifestyle. So getting to a point where it can be part of my lifestyle without it impacting those around me or myself negatively.
That's something I really appreciate about getting older. So
careful now.
No, also for me, that you just learn your body known quite well over the years. And I'm still not 100% there, but if I, for example, in this blueprint, we tell people how we do it, but you can never just adapt someone's diet, for example. You must every time you must check, okay, I try this out, and for me, there's the outcome. For example, I can eat 10 eggs. Other people would say I feel nauseous after doing that. So you have to listen to your body, what fits the best to you, and you have to adapt and optimize it for yourself. And to learn your body known better and better over the years is something I really appreciate about getting older.
Because the truth is, you cannot listen to what all the doctors have been saying. Since the 60s, they're telling us, for one, you mentioned eggs, we should need eggs. No, you need the cholesterol, otherwise you overproduce and all that. So understand what really works for you, and the benefit, as you say, getting older, you try many things, experiment, and try and see what works for your gut health, what makes you feel good, what energizes you. But don't just listen to what what most say.
In your opinion, what is the biggest mistake people make when they're trying to get healthy or fit?
Biggest mistake is expecting massive results and I'm going to look like this person immediately. You need to know that it's a whole, and also just training. I'm just going to train and then I can eat whatever I want, or maybe vice versa, but generally. Or I'm just going to not eat and then somehow be in shape, which also damages stuff. So all of it's a mental game. And you need to know that it's consistency, like we spoke about, and just it's a lifestyle. You're not a weekend warrior where you're going to just do something for a few days and think, oh, I'm going to look like this. And you do actually get amazing results in the beginning. Your body does adapt quite quickly, but you need to know that this is a long game, like anything in life. And most people are here for, as they always say, just swallow the pill and you'll get immediate results. It doesn't work like that. And everyone's body is different. So it'll take a different amount of time, a different type of training, different type of diet to get those results that you may want, which also be different to what other people want.
And or maybe additional to that, only doing it for expecting a specific result. Like only doing it for
just example, to look good.
To look good.
Just for aesthetics.
Doesn't make sense. Because every time when you do that, you reach the goal, you won't be happier. So you must enjoy the process. For example, I always say being in a great shape is only a positive waste product of the real nice thing, and that is feeling great by enjoying the progress and going to the gym every day and having fun there.
Whether it's gym or running or
being successful, make money, everything.
And we spoke about this also. It helps everything in your life. So you want balance with everything, and exercise is in some ways maybe top of that. That it's going to drive you and emotionally and physically and bring on more motivation in life.
What is your perspective of the technology, the health technology that we have right now? Are there any innovations that excite you, that you're excited about?
I'm wearing one of these watches. I don't use it, to be honest. I like it because it tells the time and I get my messages. I don't like any of those things. But yeah, there's all these fads, and some people are going to hate me, but CrossFit and High Rocks and all they're often they're for those weekend warriors, or it's a money making thing. It's to drive consumerism, and it's not my style. As I say, I like the all natural way of every movement is something that I imagine you would do in the wild in some way. People enjoy the competitiveness of a lot of it and competing against yourself, but I don't like a watch for that. I would rather just how I feel. So yeah, I'm not a fan of really any of the technology. Yeah. Even putting music in my, sometimes I like it, but I'd rather train with a friend. I'd rather make it a social event in that sense. But yeah, I'm sure I enjoy the science behind it.
Thank you so much for joining. It was very insightful and delightful to have you two here. And if you guys want to check out their online course, you can see all the details down below and all their Instagram handles as well. Thank you so much.
Really Thank you so much for having us. It was super fun.
Yeah. We'll do it again.
Yay.
Tomorrow. This time. Same place, same time.
We should do it.
We should,
yeah.
Thank you for joining us here at Wickedly Well. If you liked what you were hearing, please subscribe, share with your friends, and don't forget to write the comments down below in the comment section. Always remember to stay inspired, stay true to yourself, and stay wickedly well.